It's brand new, okay? I'm gonna shift gears, put it over here, if you don't mind, and I'm gonna grab my air compressor over here. Again, without the battery, $34.95. What can I use my air compressor for? You need to blow up a football, a beach ball, you need to blow up a soccer ball, a basketball, a tire on your wheelbarrow, a car tire, a bike tire. You're getting all the different fittings to be able to do a variety of different things. And rather than paying $99 or $129 for an air compressor, we are offering it to you without the battery, because you can pick the battery up separately for all the tools. We are offering it for $34.95. That is a steal for an air compressor. You already got the battery, or if you picked up the battery, you get a flat tire, you can actually fix it. Compact, Bobby, so I can keep it right in the glove box of my car or in the trunk.
Absolutely. Actually, this comes with a carrying case.
Yep.
So you're good to go. This is super sweet. Again, this is powered by our 24-volt lithium-ion battery. Again, you can buy that separately. If you've already got one, now you got a backup if you get one. I suggest at least having two. This is definitely top 5. I've got one of these in my wife's car. I've got one in my car. Because listen, there's nothing worse. If it's late at night, you're driving down the road, maybe you're in an unfamiliar place, you get that warning on your dashboard, low tire inflation. You see that, and you know, like, you start kind of panic or stress. You're like, what do I do? If you have this in the back of your trunk, you don't need to worry. You don't need to find the gas station. You don't need to find the nearest air pump, because this is it. It's got a nice, bright, digital display readout right there. And this does 2 things. Not only tells you what the pressure is, but you can set it to what you want, and then it's going to automatically stop. You've got your on-off button. You can turn it up to whatever pressure you want, or down. It's got onboard storage right there on each side, so all the nozzles come on board. It's a 15-inch hose right there. And I'm gonna go down to this wheelbarrow and just show you an example of how powerful this is. So if we take a look, I'm not sure where camera, down here, I'm gonna turn this guy on.
We'll show everybody we got a flat tire. There, we'll get a close-up of it.
There we go.
That's a flat tire.
So we got a wheelbarrow with, I don't know how many pounds of cinder block and heavy sand. You can see it's flat. So all I do is turn it on, hit the button. What I want you to notice, guy, is I'm hands-free. I don't have to sit down there and hold the trigger or pull the trigger. And can you see it? Look at the wheelbarrow. See it lifting up?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Automatically shuts off when it hits the right,
boom.
the right pressure.
And then that simple. You just turn it off when you're done. 2 seconds on, 2 seconds off. And now look at that. I have fully working wheelbarrow. Again, this is a great example, but just think about if this was your car.
Yeah.
Huge, huge shoes. So I love that it's compact. I love that it's lightweight. Again, powered by our Sun Joe battery. Easy on-off switch. This is a no-brainer, guy.
Well, and it goes up to 120 PSI, so it doesn't matter what car tire. I mean, my tires on my, because I have the kind of a low-riding car.
Yeah.
And mine are about 40 PSI. And chances are yours is probably not any higher than that. Depending on what kind of vehicle that you have. You certainly aren't driving anything that needs 120 PSI, which this goes up to.
That's a dump truck tire.
Yeah, those are huge, right.
You can literally fill a dump truck tire.
Yeah, SUV, any kind of, you can do all that stuff. I have a shed and there's no air conditioning. I keep my bikes out there. Every time I go out there, my bicycles are all flat. All the tires are flat because of the heat, right? But maybe it's just sporting equipment, right, Bobby? I mean, look, football.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, if you play ball with your kids, your kiddos, your grandkids, and you go out to the garage and the ball is flat, you're gonna have some sad kids. But if you've got this and you can inflate it that quickly, that's the easiest way I know how to keep those kiddos happy, is now you've got an inflated ball and you're good to go. You can play, so this comes with everything you need. Let me go over the nozzles real quick. What I just used right there, and I'll hold it still, was the sports needle. This is the one that most of you are already familiar with. It's a sports needle. We give you one of those, okay? The next one I'll bring up is called a Presta valve. You may not use this as much. This is for like those mountain bikes with those small tires, heavy, heavy pressure. And then to undo them, you just lift this up, okay? This last one I'm gonna put in is our inflator valve. So I'm gonna move over here and let's go to the floats. You know, you got a beach ball, you just put it in there, hit the power, and you can see, look at this one's getting filled up really quick. I'm just finishing this guy off right here. So talk about the beach, the pool, the floats, the beach ball, just that quick, I finished that guy off. So anything you need, this has the nozzles, this has your back. Again, to me, This is great for the smaller things like the beach balls and the basketballs and that kind of thing, but where this thing really is worth its weight in gold is the fact that this could literally save you on the side of the road. This is able to tell you the PSI, so A, it acts as a pressure gauge, it tells you, and you don't have to have a separate tool. And secondly, it's going to get you the PSI that you need. And lastly, you can set it and forget it. You don't have to hold the trigger down. If you need your, what are your tires at, Guy? 35, what you're supposed to?
Mine are at 40.
40, so Guy just sets his to 40. Once that gets to 40, it's automatically gonna stop. There we're showing you the Presta valve on the bike tire right there. Literally anything you need, this is gonna be able to do.
Yeah, and you're not trying to pump something, you know, with the old-fashioned way. You're not doing that. You're simply just pulling the trigger and you're filling things up. So if you get out to your car in the morning and you get the warning that your tire is, 28 PSI and it's supposed to be at 36, you don't have to haul a bunch of quarters down to the local gas station and feed them into a machine and use their compressors. You've got your own portable compressor wherever you go. Great when you're traveling. Road trips, right? If you own an RV, definitely should have one of these things, right? I love these, Bob, because these are and we've discussed this before. These are the hero tools.
Yeah.
These are the ones, oh, Dad's got a compressor. Oh, thank gosh. Now I don't have to worry. I can fill up my tires.
We do, like.
And if you're late for work in the morning, you just take it out. It's easy to use. It even has a built-in flashlight.
You know, Deb Byers does a lot of our improvements items. So we had just met, and she had a flat tire, and she was kind of running frantically. Does anyone have an air? Does anyone? And I said, I'm here with Sunjo.
Yeah.
I've got you covered. So it was so cool to be able to help a fellow guest out and just get her tire pumped up.
And 24 volt too, which is, that's the big difference with many of Sunjo's products. Doesn't matter if it's their Sunjo, Snowjo, AutoJo, whatever it is that they use that common 24 volt battery, which is a very powerful lithium ion battery. It works on all the Sunjo products. So that's why we decided today to try a different approach, whereas, hey, listen, a lot of our customers have a Sunjo battery, a 24 volt. They can use that on any of the tools that we're selling today. So why not give you the option to just get the tool? Do you need 6 batteries for your 6 tools? No, you just need 1 because you're not using them at the same time. And then remember, you're getting a long run time. You get an amazing warranty on every one of the Sunjo products. Usually it's 3 years. Sometimes it's more, which that's why people love Sunjo so much. I've got, Bobby, I probably have 1, 2, I've got a weed, 3. I've got 3, maybe 4 different Sunjo products, and I've got 4 batteries. And I paid average $40 to $50 more for those tools because they came with the battery. But if you can use the battery on all the other tools, get the savings. We never offer compressors at $34. They're always $89.
Yeah,
right?
This is a huge value. So we're here, I've got it hooked up to a bike tire. So I set it at 25. So what happens is you hit the button. Again, you don't have to keep squeezing the button. And as the tire gets inflated, it's telling you on that readout, if you can see it, 6, 9, 10. That's how quickly this thing works and how fast. And I set it to 25. So what happens, watch this, when it gets to 25, it should automatically stop and turn off because it knows. 23, 24, boom. You see that? I didn't have to hit anything. No. I didn't have to even sit down there with it. Nothing.
Which, especially if you can't, if you, like Bobby and I, and you're wearing glasses and you can't even read what it says on the side of the stinking tire.
That wheelbarrow?
You can do that.
Guy, that was super flat.
Yeah.
Now it's getting super unflat, super quick because you've got the power. And that 24 volt battery is doing the work for you. By the way, it even has a little light here, guys. So in low light situations, it's got a LED light. So now you can see what you're doing. How cool is that?
Hey, especially if you're sitting on a roadside and it's nighttime and you can't even find out where the valves are.
Right.
Having that little flashlight, it gives you a workspace to be able to be illuminated while you're working on it. So whether it's your car tire or a bike tire, $34.95 is a steal for a compressor. Because remember what we're doing, and I'm only reminding you of that because I want to be as clear as possible. As you know, I love all my customers, and I want to make sure you know that you are not getting a battery with any of these products. You buy the battery, here it is, or you already own it from your other Sunjo products, and you pop